So rate the change, average rate of change. Every time you do a question, if you have a formula, you write down the formula first. Okay? So our formula, rate of change, equal to, so here the function, it says h, right? H x2 minus h x1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So what's my x1? What's my x2? Y'all. What's my x1? What's my x2? X1 is what? What is the number representing the x coordinate? Look at the whole thing. The negative what? Negative 2 is your x. So this part is the range, or it's the domain of your x. Okay? It tells you what we're looking at, what the domain or the range we're looking at is going from x, which is negative 2, to the x, which is 2. So our x1, starting at negative 2, our x2 is positive 2. Okay? Now, you plug in each x. Yes. You always plug in the x into a function to find the y, which is the answer to the function. So, first one, you plug in what? The 2, right? Our function is 1/8 x cubed. Replace the x with the x2, which is 2 cubed minus x squared. X squared, replace the x with our actual x2, again, squared. You see that? I'm not changing the function. I'm just replacing the x with our actual number, which is 2. So this is our first function. Subtract the same function, but now the x is not 2, but what? Negative 2. So you do the same function, 1/8, but replace the x with negative 2. Okay, so that's the top. Over actual x2 minus x1. So x2 is 2, minus x1 is negative 2. So this is how you set it up.
Backtrack.
Yes.
So for the first function, you had to, you're still plugging it in, x is still going to be the x1. You see the first function, I did 1/8 2 cube.
Yeah, so whatever x it is, you just
So for the first one.
So all you have to do is the math. I just running out of space to write. So 2 to the cube is 8. 8 times 1/8 is 1. Okay? So 1 minus 4 minus 2 to the power, negative 2 to the power 3 is negative 8 times 1/8 is negative 1 minus 4. What?
What happened to 2 cubes?
Girl.
Is that an I or is that a 1?
It's a 1. Okay.
Solved that already. She solved
All right. 2 to the power 3. 2 times 2 times 2 is what?
2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8.
So 2 to the cube is 8. 8 times 1/8. 8 times 1/8 is 1. That's where the 1 comes from. Okay? 2 squared is a 4. That's where the 4 comes from. 1 minus 4. So this negative 2 to the power 3 is negative 8. Times 1/8 is negative 1. That's where the negative 1 comes from. And negative 2 to the power 2 is a positive 4. That's where the minus 4 comes from. Then you just solve it. All right?